You've seen our next guest on TV shows like Boss and Betrayal, and he's won the Apollo Amateur Night twice when he was only 15.
Twice?
At 15.
At 15? Oh, excuse me. And now he's making the transition from the stage and small screen to the big screen. Welcome Hollywood's newest breakout star, Rotimi.
Hey,
How
welcome.
are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Okay, so you only have one name, Madonna, Cher, Rotimi.
I realize that the greats do that.
The greats do
I
that.
gotta try.
Prince. Okay.
Yeah,
Ready for greatness.
Exactly.
I see it.
Prepared.
You're Nigerian, I'm presuming.
Yes,
Am
I
I
am.
right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so am I.
You are too? Yoruba.
Yes. Yoruba. How'd you know?
Got the features of a beautiful Yoruba.
I like that.
No,
You've already won her over. I know.
Stay a while, Rotimi.
You know what I can say, you know?
What does your name mean?
Rotimi means God stand by me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually Olu Rotimi. So that's the whole name, but Rotimi, you know, is for friends, family, and everybody, so, but it means God stand by me.
Nice.
And you're in this big blockbuster movie that's coming out, Black Nativity, and it's actually your first feature film, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell us how you landed this role.
Well, I was actually in LA, and Twinkie Bird, she's the casting director.
I know her. We're friends on Twitter.
See, she knows everybody.
All right,
So she called me and she said, I have a great role for you, and it would be perfect to start off your career in the movie side of things. And I read the script and I loved it, man. And then seeing it was Forrest Whitaker, you know, and everybody.
Bassett,
yeah,
Tyrese.
it was. The list is long, and you know, and because I do both as well, it was just a perfect cast to be a part of.
Wow. What is it like working alongside the greats like Forrest Whitaker and Angela Bassett, and what advice were they giving you along the way?
For advice, it was basically just always be prepared. You know, always be prepared, always be professional, always be humble. And just watching them, like how they would just handle people from the top people to, you know, to the heads of the movie. It was interesting just to see it was the same nature. So just watching them, I learned a lot in that 2-month span.
What was the energy like on set?
Oh, everybody was singing. Everybody was singing, you know, like you had Luke James, Mary J, you know, Jennifer Hudson. Everybody was just singing like a group of high school friends.
Really?
And it was incredible, yeah.
So it was like a real life Glee.
It was like a real life Glee, like a really good time, really good time.
Now, you've mentioned the energy on set, everybody's singing and everything, and the wonderful cast, but for those that don't know, although we've had everybody on the show so far, tell us a little bit more about the movie and your character.
Well, it's based on a Langston Hughes play, Black Nativity. Jacob Lattimore plays Langston, and it's basically Forrest Whitaker and Angela Bassett play the pastor and his grandparents, and he's, without saying too much, he basically discovers them, and that's how it kind of unfolds. But it's a lot of singing, a lot of beautiful music, and great acting.
And your character is Officer McDaniels?
Yeah, I work for Forrest's character.
Okay.
Yeah, I work for the pastor, and my job is to basically keep the family together.
Keep the family together.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll have to watch the movie to find out if you do a good job or not.
Yeah, you got. I can tell you now that you do my thing a little bit.
He's doing his thing, right?
A little bit, but yeah.
Do your thing. Okay. Now, in the past, you've said that Tyrese is one of your mentors.
Yeah.
Okay. So, have you? I'm presuming that you'd met him before.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
No, I met him on set.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I met him on set, and just watching, studying him, and seeing how he goes in and out of character, and just how he handles people, and how hard he works. It was just, you had to admire that. Okay. And so we just continued to talk afterwards, and now, like, this whole year, we've been, like, really good friends.
So what advice has he given you about the industry and about the craft?
Just keep good people around you, and don't take your craft for granted, and don't let up because someone behind you is ready to take your spot at any moment. Wow. So you just got to stay focused and have fun. That's what he says.
Well, it's going to be hard to take your spot because Essence Magazine just named you the new and next artist.
Yeah.
Now, how does it feel to get that type of honor, and do you feel pressure to live up to it?
No, I don't feel pressure. I think it's just, if I just continue to do what I've been doing and, you know, keep God first, I think I'll be okay. But I love it, though. I love that people are starting to recognize, you know, what God has given to me. So it's an experience, man. I'm just enjoying the ride.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, you act, you sing, and you model.
Yes.
So which do you prefer?
Music.
Music,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been singing since I was 6.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just actually started acting in 2011. Like, Boss, the TV show, was my first audition.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah, so I just wanted to try acting, and I just caught the bug after that.
Why?
Why? Because I think it was what made me realize I loved it was whenever I did a music video, it just felt like I was having the most fun. And just being in front of the camera and everyone saying that it was just a natural, thing, I just felt like, let me just try my hand at it and see what can come of it.
Okay, so when is your album dropping then?
Actually, we're actually working on the album now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually leaving to go to Atlanta to finish it up in a couple of weeks.
Well, let's hear a little something, something.
If you want to hear, okay.
Yeah, whatever you want. Go
Okay.
for it.
Tonight I wanna make a hit record and turn the bedroom to the studio. Turn off your phone, this is a closed session. Girl, this is what we've been rehearsing for.
All right, woo, gotta cool Lola down. Look at that.
Excuse me, it's a little hot in here. a little hot.
That was pretty hot.
Thank you.
Good job, good job.
Nice. You actually have pipes. Look at
I
you.
tried to
Singing a little
my
something.
Nigerian sister now.
yeah.
You have to do this, We have to do this.
He does it all.
You were not auto-tuned at all.
Right. We have the proof right here on the rise.
Yeah, let's keep
But
it.
you said you started singing when you were 6.
Yeah.
But okay, talk to us about how you went from singing at 6 to appearing on the Apollo.
Oh, man.
And winning twice. I mean, that
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Yeah, and you know what was so crazy that the premiere of the movie was at the Apollo. So it brought back all these memories of being there like 10 years ago.
Full circle moment.
Full circle moment. So that was crazy. But when I was 6, my mom heard me singing in the shower. And then at that point, she was just like, I want you to start performing because you're really good. So I sang in my aunt's wedding.
What were you singing in the shower
I
at
had
6?
Michael Jackson. It had to be Michael Jackson. So I was singing, and then she had me 2 weeks later singing at my aunt's wedding. And then she had me do like New Jersey Children's Choir and then piano. And then I had a little rap group when I was like 12.
Was that the one with Jay-Z's nephew?
No, that was like later in high school. Been in
a lot of groups.
Yeah, it was just trying to find myself. But
Okay.
What was the name of your little rap group back then?
man, wow,
You know.
my rap name was Stallion. I have no idea.
Stallion.
Yeah.
Not Stallion, but Stallion.
Stallion. I was 12, guys.
Okay.
Okay, right. We'll give you a break for that one.
We'll give you a big break for that one, Stallion.
Okay. But no. But it was cool, and then I just realized I just wanted to sing. Like rapping wasn't my thing, and then.
So take us to the Apollo.
So at 15, my mom was like, my friend works at the Apollo. She has these auditions coming up, and I was just like, if I can miss school, I'll do it. And then my mom was like, yeah, you can definitely miss school. And then they accepted me, and I was actually in the category with adults because I was 15, so I was like at the borderline, the cusp of it. So I had to perform with the adults. So that was like terrifying, but just being in the Apollo, the energy and rubbing the wood and everything just, took over, and it was fun.
Did you meet Sandman?
No, I did not meet Sam.
Well, not me.
That's a good thing. That means he didn't kick you off the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good thing.
No, I never got to meet
What would you have done if you'd gotten booed off stage?
Oh, man, I probably would never sing again. At that age, I probably would have. It would have took me a long time
to recover
from that.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
Well, you did sing again, and that was, you mentioned the group with Jay-Z's nephews. Have
Yeah.
you ever met Jay-Z?
Yeah, I met Jay-Z about
really?
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that exchange like?
Oh, it was great. I was 17, and he would always have us come up and perform, like all our new stuff in his living room.
Really?
And so he'd like, try this or try that, and do that a little better, or just a little bit more swag right here. And it was great, man. Like
You got swag lessons from Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Wow.
At 17, yeah.
That's nice.
So that's when I realized I really wanted to do this, because if he was like, you have something, then it was off to the races at that point.
Now, you're the rare artist that actually has a college degree.
Yeah.
No diss,
said
it's
it's
true.
rare.
Very rare, especially in the music industry.
Yeah.
What made you decide to get a diploma?
My parents. My parents.
Well, they are Nigerian.
Yeah, I had no choice. But I also wanted to
They
just...
show studies.
Rotimi, you're not going to sing anything until you finish graduating. I was like, okay, I have to do it. But it was my parents that really forced that. And but I loved being in Chicago, going to Northwestern, and like just learning about myself. And it was being at a prestigious school like that. You had to be on your A game all the time. So it taught me like a lot of life lessons, and I'm happy I did it.
I
You
bet
have
they're
a
proud of you
big
now.
time degree to fall back
Yes,
on.
yes,
Not
yes.
that you'll need it.
God, thank you. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And your parents are proud of you now in the career track you've gone?
Yeah, I think the deal was if I graduate, they'd be supportive of everything I do.
Oh, that's great.
So it worked out perfectly.
So
yeah.
now do you plan on taking any of your music back to the motherland?
You know what? That's part of the plan. That's
Okay.
part of the plan, because I definitely want it to be a universal thing. You know, I want my music to be known around the world. So.
And you've actually performed with Nigerian artists like Wizkid.
Yeah, Wizkid, Banky W, Scales. We actually performed last summer. We did a tour in the States, about like 14 cities. And it was great, man. And I was able to learn more about my culture, be even more with them there, and seeing their style of music. It was dope.
So will your culture play a pivotal role in your album that's coming out? You use like a lot of that music or expression, the drums?
Naturally in my voice, and kind of like certain like accents of what I say. You know, I'm gonna play with that. You know, just to incorporate everybody in it.
So if you had to choose only one, would you sing or would you be an actor? Do you win the Grammy or do you win the Oscar?
If I had to choose, woo, that's tough.
It's like
Grammy,
Sophie's Choice.
Grammy.
You want the Grammy?
Yeah, because it's been a life dream to have that. It's been my passion. Like I would do what I have to do to get a Grammy.
Well, maybe you'll get one off your latest video, and I think we have a clip we can take a look at.
Oh, definitely.
They're missing me while I look down from up above. And I know right here I would not be if she knew that I was only human. Less than perfect.
Wow, okay, I see you. Yeah, you still get the model in there a little bit too, and a little acting in there. So
somebody's been going to the gym, little working out, pumping iron. I see you.
See, doing music, and you still get to do all of your passions in one. So it works out.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let's talk about sci-fi. Divergent.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet?
Yeah.
Huge. Ashley Judd?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the film and tell us what it was like to work with these women.
Again, just being on set with just acting royalty, you know, it sets the bar really high. So you have to bring it.
And what's the movie about? Because I saw a trailer, but break it down.
It's basically like, it's from a book.
Okay.
It's from a book, and it's a sci-fi 2050 Chicago. And they break down society into like 5 different groups. And the main character, basically, she finds what she fits into. And you have to kind of do like the Hunger Game type of, you know, fighting and, you know, mind control and things like that. So it's basically her finding herself as a teenager. And that's the first, you know, first.
I hope you live through the movie. Do you live through the movie?
Okay, good. I'm there with you.
All right.
I'm there.
So what's next for you? You're doing so much. Your plate's so full.
Oh man, actually finished up the project in December, and just kind of take the first couple months of next year to finish up the music and get that going, and then audition and you know, see what I land next. But I have some things in the works with a couple things.
All right.
We'll definitely be looking out for you. Star on the rise.
Man.
Rotimi. All right.
Yes.
You come back again, okay?
I would love to.
All right.
All right. And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.